right, so we're back into another
What's
Dragon
that?
Ball Super Card Game video. I'm not alone. I have Rob from our team. Good old
What up?
Stage Zero. You can't see him, but I'm gonna put it up right now. There you go. Hey, it's Rob. Right
What
there.
up?
We're on Discord, and the reason why we're on Discord is because he just played in the CoreTCG event and got top 16, 11th place, right?
Yes, sir.
With his updated Blue Skillless Gohan.
With my boy.
Yes, one of
This
the
deck's
most
so much fun, dude.
super annoying deck. But he's gonna go through his updated changes. If you want to go ahead and check out his previous deck profile, it is on the channel. I'll put in a link in the description as well. And then go through the matchups and any questions you already know. But take it away, Rob.
All right, so we'll just go over deck profile real quick. Again, if you guys want to get more in depth, check out the previous deck profile. Majority of the cards are the same. I just changed probably like 10 or 15 cards.
That's a lot.
So
That's not the majority.
Listen,
15%. 10, 15. That's 15%.
It's all good. We just changed some unisons and stuff like that.
Okay.
So we run 4 TN, 4 Vegeta. So I run the Vegetas instead of the Krillins because this is an additional negate. So against these aggro decks like Piccolo, King Vegeta, Dark Broly, and stuff like that, it kind of helps you stall until your turn 3, turn 4 is when you kind of kill your kill turn. So the Vegeta just does more than what the Krillin did beforehand. And then for your vanillas, I run 4 Gohan, 4 Trunks, which are your meat and potatoes pretty much of the deck. And then I run 3 of the 10-drop Gohans. I don't think you need to run 4. 3 is fine. You see them a lot. And this deck, for being blue, draws quite a bit. So for unisons, we are running 4 Zeno and 2 Majin Buu. At first, I wasn't a fan of Zeno, and then I realized how busted it is. So, like on your Awaken turn, so you charge a Vanilla turn 1, charge either Vegeta or Tien turn 2, Awaken, you plus with Zeno, swing with lead, pick up the additional energy, or you can swing with lead, pick up an energy, charge an energy, pay the 2, play Zeno, plus, and then you have 3 energy to be able to do something, which I have it lets you go into the Janimbas, which we run 2 of. So on turn 2, you have leader swing, vanilla swing, and 2 Janimba swings on turn 2, especially like going first. That's 4 swings, so your opponent has to out combo or take. It's a lot of pressure, and it's hard for a lot of decks to answer. So then you also can curve a Zeno on turn 3. You can go plus, play Majin Buu, so now you have a turn 3 Majin Buu, and this card is annoying. It does so much work. Double strike blocker, the 0 draws you a card, it restands. It's so much value in the deck. I think 2 is fine. You could probably get away with running 3, but I don't think it's needed majority of the time. Like Zeno is good early, it's good board removal, and then the Majin Buu is just a good like alternative finisher. So along with the unisons, we run 3 prospects, 3 god sealing techniques. I would probably bump this up to 4 after playing this weekend, just so you see it more consistently. Other than that, like you only need 3 prospects. I think 4 is a little overkill because like once you get to late game or turn 4, turn 5, they're basically just a 1 attack negate, and at that point, Dimension Magic or the Vegeta do the same thing. Super combos. We were running 2 or 4 Zeno. I split it to 2 and 2. The Vegeta is just better. You see more cards. It helps you kind of push. The Zeno was in there more so because I was playing like 7 or 8 off blue colors or off blue cards. So you needed to see the Zenos, and I have 1 black card in the deck. That's it. Everything else is mono blue. So the Zenos aren't as important. You are able to defensively play vanillas by like picking up a Vegeta or a Tien and playing it back. But that's a niche thing. If you can, cool. If not, you probably could get away with running 4 Vegeta, but I think a 2-2 split, the Zeno does enough to where you still want it in the deck. The secret, everyone, Hatch. That's self-explanatory. You're playing blue. So the one off-color card, we run one identity or secret identity. Um, it's just good for like mass board removal. You don't like it's additional pressure like turn 3, turn 4. It gets rid of blockers, small weenies, threats. It's just overall good removal, which blue does lack. Which the Majin Buu does help as well, because now you have board removal, which is huge. I run one baby. I threw this in without testing last minute, and I took out 2 Champas, and we tried this. This card actually won me 2 games. So you kind of establish a really big board. You can go wide with vanillas. You run 2 Obuni. So you just kind of go wide, or if you play your 10-drop Gohan and you can't swing with it, the next turn you just restand and then attack with the 10-drop, and then you have this to behind it. So this came in clutch without playing the baby unison. I think one of is fine. Otherwise, like you're never really gonna play because it is a hard 5. So, the last 3 battle cards we run is something I'm sure not a lot of people expected. Shout out to Devin. He was the one that gave me this idea.
Oh, don't give him credit.
I have to, because otherwise I'm never going to hear the end of it. 3 Awakening Talent Pan. This card was so good this weekend. So going second, you can charge anything, play a Pan, swing with your leader, pick up the energy, and put back down a vanilla, and then you swing with this. So then you're basically still seeing an additional card. You awaken down to 6 anyway, so going down to like 7 or 6 life, you don't really care. You're still going to see the cards anyway. And you want to be at 5 for Zeno and 4. So like if your opponent doesn't really attack you, this is just a good way to make sure your super combos are live. They bounce back to hand, so their combo power after you're down to like 4 or 3 life. Plus they're just good finishers. Like they add so much pressure. Like after you play a Booney and play a vanilla and you play this, you're adding so many swings, and it's only it's 1 energy, and blue doesn't care for 1 energy. The only other extra cards we run, 4 Dimension Magic, 3 Sensu Gain. You can probably bump that up to 4 as well, but you restand on your own essentially with your leader, and you have Zeno, and Dimension Magic does it as well. Boo restands in energy. This kind of helps offensively, but it was okay. I used it when I saw it, but it didn't feel like it was super needed, but it was nice to help extend. Other than that, so matchups. Round 1, we beat Cell Search Hand Control. The dude only saw 2 Ribrians. His awakening turn, he played a unison, put a unison under his leader, and discarded a unison. Like that was rough, but it is what it is. Round 2, we beat Announcer. Round 3 was against Egg Boy. He was playing his Android 18.
With Bojack?
What up?
I said with Bojack.
Yeah, with the Android 18 Bojack shell. Round 4. I know a lot of people are salty about this. So round 4 started. I was paired against a Dark Broly player. It was my turn 4. I had 10-drop Gohan. He was down to 3 life. Had like 4 cards in hand. Was literally about to swing for game, and they came in and said there's a repair. And then I got repaired against King Vegeta, which just destroys this deck. You don't have anything barrier. You need vanillas in play to play your 10-drop, so you can't really go wide because they can just minus the board. It's really rough. So that was an auto loss pretty much. Round 5 was Sin. We beat that. Round 6 was SS3 Reboot. We beat that. Round 7, I lost to a Dark Broly, but it was within like 5k. It was super close. Like he killed me after surviving, and then if he didn't kill me, I had him on the crackback. It was really good game. And then round 8, we beat Invoker. So we finished 6-2. Finished 11th overall. Honestly, this deck was so much fun to play. It's super aggro. I'll have to clip my games I had the if you either that or if you go to my twitch.tv/Legend of Drosty, and watch the VOD, watch Eggman's game against me and watch round 6 against the SS3 reboot. You'll see what this deck does. It is so explosive when it can't, or like when you draw right. It's nuts. Like I killed reboot turn 4. Or yeah, turn 3 or turn 4. It was I swung 12 times. It don't suck.
Yeah, definitely does not. And I guess overall really cool deck. Your choices are good. Only thing I would probably choose is maybe run one more Great Ape. Counter is too good. That's all it is.
It is. It just the fact that you have to have 5. So like if you don't really have like an established board state, you like it's good, but it's so niche.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why like as a one of, I don't think I'll bump it up. I'll probably just keep it as a one of. But like I said, I'd probably add another God Ceiling just to go to 4. Just because like there were certain times where like I needed to see one just as like protection and I didn't, or I had already gone through 2.
Yeah. And it's online turn 2, which is good.
Yeah. So like that's the plus side with Zeno is like, so if you play Zeno your turn 2, either they're going to focus the Zeno and they're not swinging on you, which is cool. And if they are, then Zeno survives and it lets you do your big turn 3 play, which is either going into Majin Buu turn 3 or Obuni turn 3.
Gotcha.
You can't go into the 10 drop unless you went for second, because your opponent has to be at 3 energy. But like you can do these plays turn 3, which is really, really strong.
Yeah, I think's cracked.
And it helps with card draw.
Yeah.
So like your leader becomes a draw 2.
For sure. Would you play this for best of 3, and would you have any changes for that for the side?
So best of 3, yeah, I'd play it. I have a somewhat put together sideboard. I have my Quaits are not with me, but I'd probably run 2 Quaits, 2 Dabura, 2 Meki, 2 with the Vegeta, which that might change now that Catastrophic Blow got hit, and there's really not a lot that
King Vegeta probably.
Yeah, that might stay in. 2 Chilled Army reinforcements, and then I run the Gohans. The Gohans are just so situational.
Whatever.
Because they only hit 3 or less. Like it ignores barrier, but
whatever. That's fine.
There really wasn't a time where I needed them this weekend, but I 100% would probably stick with this. I'll probably still be playing it going into next format as well.
Sounds good to me. Okay. That is it. Please follow Mr. Rob on Legend of Drosty. Drosty? I'm gonna say Drosty. Yep. And on Twitch. I'll put a link in the description below. Comment below as far as any questions, and we'll see you in the next one.
Yes, sir. Peace out.